Good morning. Thank you for being here. It's very nice to start this day, and I've been thinking, what is a nice way to start a day like this? So I thought maybe I can talk about the end of the world. Because let's face it, where are we today? We've known decades of growth of population, growth of consumption, growth of pollution, and so on and so on. And what's the balance today? We have about 2 billion people having great lives, using huge amounts of resources and energy, and at the same time, we have about 5 billion people having very tough lives. And some of them, they have to struggle every day to survive. And in the same time, we have a planet that's almost destroyed. So that's where we are today. And I was thinking maybe I should ask 1 minute of silence for the victims of our system of consumption and growth, but as I only have 6 minutes, I think they have to do with 5 seconds. Question is, what comes next? And David Holmgren, the founder of permaculture, he thinks there are 4 possible scenarios. The first one is techno-fantasy. It means there are no problems. We can continue growing population, consumption, pollution, because we'll find technological solutions for everything. It's a bit like 50 years ago, they told us, they predicted that today we would be living in Marshall bases on other planets. Now, there's a second possibility. It's called green techno-stability. And it means, okay, we see everything can go on growing, so we have to find another way. But we don't want to give up on our lifestyles. So we want to continue what we are doing, but we'll do it in a green way. For example, if we take a plane, we will order a vegetarian meal to compensate. Or for example, we are going to change to replace all our cars by electric cars, and we think we solved the problem. So my point is, scenario 1 and 2, they could lead us to the third one. And that's the total collapse. And maybe you are thinking now he is exaggerating, but let me ask you something. Is there one civilization in human history that stayed forever? Let me ask something else. Is there one reason why our system would be for eternity? I don't know. So, a Mad Max scenario is a possibility. But happily, there's also another one. And that's the blue line. And in fact, that's my personal story. That's what I'm doing for the last 5 years. Trying to have a good life with less resources, less energy use, less money, less waste, but a better quality of life. And imagine what would happen if more and more people take that shift. So let me take you to the future. And let's look how it could be if we change our habits. Now, the houses we will live in, they will look like this. It's very easy, you will see more of them today, it's possible. And in the cities, we could have buildings with green, vertical gardens on the walls, it's possible. And the energy we'll need, we will get it. We will get it from the wind, we'll get it from the sun. And I'm sure if we succeed in reducing the energy demand we have today, we can have renewable energy for everybody. It's possible. And let's talk about mobility. You know, what's the vehicle of the future? It's the bicycle. I'm quite sure of that. And probably we will have new ways of public transport. Could be something like this. And I think the idea of having everybody his own proper car, it will be ridiculous in 40 or 50 years. And if somebody really needs a car, it will have to be a very small one. Now let's talk about food. What are we going to eat? I think we will have a lot of local food, seasonal grown food, organic food. We will eat less meat, and it's possible to feed 8 or 9 billion people if we stop wasting the food as we are doing it today. And then there's something else, the way we are working. Let me quote Tim Jackson. What are we doing today? We are working very hard so we can have money, so we can buy stuff we don't need to impress people we don't like. That's more or less how things are going. So that will change. And Will we still have holidays and will we still travel? Of course we will travel, but in different ways. Maybe like this, we can see the whole world. Huh? Or maybe we'll use the Zeppelin to visit other countries. It's possible. And one more thing. I'm quite sure that everybody in this room belongs to the 10% richest people in the world. That will change too. I think all of us, we will be a bit less rich in the future, but there will also be much less poor people. And I think that's a good thing for everybody. So maybe that could be the future. I don't know. It depends on us, and I'm trying to do what I can. And maybe you also like this preview of the beginning of the world as we love it. Thank you and have a nice day.